Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you that has already joined the family and is part of YangaToday. For anyone who is seeing my face for the first time, my name is Yanga, and on this channel I like to focus a lot on all things personal development as well as value-adding lifestyle content. On today's video, as the title would suggest, I'm really going to be speaking about something that is particularly close to me and something that I think a lot of individuals can actually resonate with, and I'm going to be talking about how to improve self-confidence. So if that is something that you think you would be able to derive some value in, or something that you would be interested in, or you would just really enjoy a video talking about self-confidence, then please do stick around and let us get right into it. This specific video, we're talking about self-confidence, and when you talk about confidence, it depends really on which side of the spectrum you're falling on. There is confidence that has to do with the externalities, and there is confidence that really emanates from the internal system of you. And I want to really focus on the internal system, or where we talk about confidence from the internal side of things. As far as the external confidence is concerned, that is obviously going to be when we talk about your appearance. When you talk about how well you dress, do you put effort in how you look? And I really am an advocate of really, putting effort in how you look, because if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good. We all know that very famous saying, and I do think that that does have a role to play, as well as other, factors that are also on the external side of things, the things that people can really readily see. For example, I have had issues with my skin for a very long time. I've struggled with acne for as long as I can remember. I've been in and out of doctors' offices, seeing dermatologists left, right and center, trying different products, and only when I really decided that I was going to really stick it out with whatever treatment I'm going to be on and really follow what my dermatologist is telling me to do, and then my skin improved, and so did my confidence. So that is one end of the confidence spectrum, where you talk about the external factors. Maybe you're not happy with your current weight, maybe you're not happy with your skin. Can you do something about it? So that is one side of the argument. But in this video, I really want to talk about the areas which are not as readily visible to the outside world and really have to do with your internal system. And these are areas that I feel have personally really helped me to become a more confident individual. And the first area is really just exercising the muscle when it comes to doing things that are inherently difficult, or things that will challenge you. When you do things that don't come easily, or things that frighten you, you will inherently start developing confidence. A perfect example of this is me having actually started a YouTube channel some few weeks ago. This was something that would come into my mind, but anytime it would, I would become anxious, or I'd be really frightened of starting a YouTube channel. And I think for the most part of that, it's really just a case of, it's not easy to take pieces of your life and who you are and put them out there, because I'm also an introvert, and it's just a really intimidating thing to do, right? So that is a really good example of doing something that does not come easy, but you understand that the rewards of doing something like that will be far exceeding the little bit of fear at the beginning. And that's just one example. For someone else, it could be anything like taking up studies. Maybe you've been wanting to study for a long time, but you've just been scared to start, or maybe it's starting a health journey and you've just really been afraid to start that health journey. So when you start doing things that don't come easily to you and they really feel like they're stretching you, that is the beginning of really embarking on that confidence journey and enhancing your confidence, and really just growing your confidence. And then the second thing that I really want to talk about, that I think has also really helped me in as far as growing my confidence, is forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself and forgiveness of other people, whoever has wronged you, but more so especially forgiveness of what you have done, what you have not done, forgiveness of where you think you should have been and as far as your life timeline, but you just find yourself in this specific place. And the reason why I think this is so important and maybe is really overlooked by a lot of people is we don't really understand how, if you are still stuck in the past and you're stuck to an idea of who you were 2 months ago or 2 years ago or whenever the case was, you're stuck to who you were. It's very difficult to leave that version of yourself and try and recreate yourself in the now and understand that I am this person right now who is confident, I am someone who has integrity, I am someone who has 1, 2, 3 values, and these are the values that I identify with today. Because you've tied yourself to the things that you were busy doing 10 months ago. You've tied yourself to who you were a year ago, and you're not that person anymore. Forgive yourself and let yourself give yourself the opportunity to be who you want to be today, so that you can actually then work on that confidence. So that when someone comes and says, but Yanga, 2 years ago, remember this? And then you can confidently say, yeah, I remember that, but that's not who I am today. That's why I have confidence in who I am today, because I'm no longer that person. And whoever did X, Y, and Z to me, they no longer have any impact in as far as who I am today. And then the third thing, which is very similar, but also there is a fine line, there is a difference here, and that is the power of reflection. And I do this religiously in my life. I think it's been one of the most impactful tools that I've ever used in as far as enhancing my confidence. I am someone who journals a lot. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll be aware that I talk about journaling quite frequently. And I also, every single year for I don't know how many years, I've kept a vision board. And I'll say in my journal, hey, I hope that in the next 3 months this will happen, or I'm feeling good today because this is going to happen, or in my vision board, I really want to graduate from Stellenbosch University, or I want to achieve whatever the case may be. You guys get the idea. And then there was this one time where I came across one of my older journals, and all these things that I had written down, whether it was things I was aspiring to achieve or issues that I had with myself internally, whether I was struggling with anxiety or struggling with depression or whatever area was really under a lot of strain, that I'm no longer in that place. I'm no longer aspiring for that because I've ticked it off the list. I've checked it off, I've achieved it. And it gives you this grand perspective to say that if I was able to achieve that, then whatever I'm thinking and hoping to achieve going forward, it means I can do it as well. So it's so important to understand that to become a confident person today, you need to be able to be cognizant of where you were a couple of months ago, a year ago, so that you can get that perspective to say that Yanga was able to do that. It means that whatever she wants to do going forward, if she puts her mind to it, if she makes the effort and she actually puts concerted efforts into her dreams and her goals, that those can also then materialize. And then the fourth thing, the fourth and final thing, in fact, when we talk about building self-confidence, is watching what you consume. And when I speak about watching what you consume, I'm not talking about what you are putting inside your mouth. I'm talking about what you are putting inside your mind, what you are putting inside your heart, what you are putting inside your soul. I am talking about watching the things that you consume and what it is that is in your immediate environment. And so often of the time, we are really not cognizant of the things that we are surrounding ourselves with. And fortunately or unfortunately, I know that social media is, it's not the devil, it's not particularly evil. It obviously depends on how you utilize it. But unfortunately, sometimes we allow social media, as an example, to run our lives. We wake up in the morning and the first thing that we do, we're on WhatsApp watching people's stories, we are on Instagram watching people's Instagram stories, and then there is this comparison factor, or there is this, I should be in this part of my life versus where I am right now, and it's inducing anxiety and all sorts of negative feelings. And these are conversations that I don't know if we're even ready to have, but it's so important to be able to honestly assess for yourself, am I following the types of accounts that are enhancing me in as far as my confidence is concerned, accounts that make me feel good about myself, or am I following accounts that make me crave all sorts of ideals and lifestyles that are either unattainable to me or are either unrealistic, or things that I don't even necessarily want to have. And it's so important to look into those type of factors and have that conversation with yourself to say that, you know what, I don't actually like following this specific type of an account, and the social media aspect is just one leg of this specific argument. The other leg of this argument is actually looking at the people in your immediate environment, the people in your immediate surroundings. A lot of us are friends with individuals that we should no longer be friends with, and that's not to say that we fought, or there is animosity, or there is bad blood. Sometimes people outgrow one another, and that is okay. And I think a lot of the times we're so afraid of outgrowing people and letting things go, letting things die, because we feel bad about it. And there's absolutely nothing to feel bad about. People grow apart all the time, and this is something that I am actually still learning myself, something that I'm also still learning how to master. And it's so important to surround yourself with individuals who speak life into you, who speak positivity into you, who support your dreams, but who are also authentic when it comes to relating to you, and who are able to tell you hard truths about, Yanga, right now you're going off on the wrong path, or I really think you should reconsider this type of a decision. People who can have honest conversations with you and can tell you things that aren't necessarily easy to tell you, but they do that because they care and they love you. So it's really important. Am I around the right types of people, in the literal sense of the word, the people that I spend time with? And then in the not so literal sense of the word, the social media context, am I following accounts that are edifying my spirit? Am I following accounts that resonate with my values and who I am today? And in the event where the answer is no, I need to start implementing changes in my life to say that I no longer want to be with this person, and it's okay. There is nothing to feel bad about. So in a nutshell, those are really the factors or the points that I think for me have really made a big difference in as far as enhancing my self-confidence. This is obviously not a blanket approach. Some things may not relate to you, or some things may not resonate with you, and that's okay. And I really just think that if you can take one thing from this video, it's to say that every single thing as far as your life is concerned, or improving your life, improving any aspect of your life, be it self-confidence or any other aspect, lies in your hands. You actually have to take that upon yourself, and you actually have to take the responsibility thereof. So I really hope that this video has helped you or helped someone who has watched it. And in the event that it has, then please do let me know how you also make sure that you become as confident a person as you can possibly be. As much as I struggle with this very, very much as well, I really think that it's something that if you can really get a handle on it, it can really take you far. Again, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.